Today is the Maha Parnirvana Diwas and very solemn occasion for all of us. And this is the day when Dr. Ambedakar passed away in 1956. Today Baba Sahib is only remembered on certain occasions like Ambedakar Jayanti, Republic Day or Constitution Day are very important few occasions they remember. It is not enough if we remember him on 2 or 3 days and don't remember his ideals or follow his words on the remaining days. Whenever the government wants credibility for any action, they quote Baba Sahib Ambedakar. Even our Prime Minister quotes Baba Sahib in the Parliament, in Supreme Court and High Courts also. Baba Sahib's speeches in the Constituent Assembly are quoted to understand the intention behind every article in the Constitution. When they find it convenient, everyone who are actually against Baba Sahib ideologically use his name. On one hand, Prime Minister says his government has only one holy book, that is the Constitution. On the other hand, his organization says they don't want Baba Sahib's Constitution. They are undoing everything that Baba Sahib Ambedakar had done. Today, Dalits, tribals and women are suffering. In some cases, they are suffering because government is protecting the oppressors. But we don't hear Prime Minister condemning the oppressors and stepping forward to protect suppressed classes. Laws should be made to protect all citizens irrespective of caste, creed or religion. Today, laws are being made that discriminate against sections of the society. Democracy is founded on the 3 principles: liberty, equality and fraternity. What Baba Sahib said in his last speech to the Constituent Assembly in 1949 is still true today. He said, in our country, there is a complete absence of 2 things, equality and fraternity. He said, in politics, we will have equality, and in social and economic life, we will have inequality. Even today, we see that in social and economic life, the depressed classes are being discriminated. Slowly, we will see that this government will remove special provisions that Baba Sahib Ambedakar had put for the protection of SC and STs. This is the objectives of the RSS, and they have said this many times that if they come to power, they will try to change. Baba Sahib had mentioned that in India there is no feeling of fraternity or brotherhood, of Indians being one people. Earlier the Britishers were practicing divide and rule policy. Today the government itself is practicing this policy. They have come to power by dividing and subdividing the entire community. There is no unity and solidarity in our social life. Our Constitution begins with the words, "We the people of India." Pandit Nehruji had also said, Bharat Mata is the people of India. Anyone who divides the people of India is ultimately dividing the nation. Today, no one is able to raise their voice against the government. If you organize any agitation against the injustices done by government, you are called anti-national. Baba Sahib in his speech to the Constituent Assembly had said the castes are anti-national. In the first place because they bring about separation in social life. They are anti-national also because they generate jealousy and antipathy between caste and caste. But we must overcome all these difficulties if we wish to become a nation in reality. The people who are practicing and promoting casteism are the only anti-nationals. The BJP and RSS leaders today are very good at dividing people. First, they divide our people in religion, caste, subcaste and language. Now they started bringing about divisions between leaders who fought for our independence. Even when they had differences among each other, all of them worked together for the sake of the country, putting aside their differences. I don't think any leader today has the stature to comment on Baba Sahib or Pandit Nehru or Mahatma Gandhi or Sardar Patel. Baba Sahib resigned from the cabinet in 1950 because of opposition to Hindu Code Bill. Pandit Nehru ensured Hindu Code Bill was passed in 4 parts between 1952 to 1956. Government talks about national development and economic development. Laws are being framed to help a few at the cost of many. They are not bothered that it will happen at the cost of Dalits and depressed classes and working farmers and working laborers. How can you build a nation if you don't want these sections to be a part of our development? Liberty is linked to livelihood. Already Dalits are deprived of equality and fraternity. If there is no dignified work available, there is no economic liberty and no social liberty. When Baba Sahib passed away in 1956, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehruji said he had been a symbol of that intense feeling which we must always remember. The intense feeling of the suppressed classes in India who have suffered for ages past under our previous social system, and is as well that we recognize this burden that all of us should carry and should always remember, unquote. It is the duty of everyone to continue the work of Baba Sahib Ambedakar. People like Baba Sahib have fought and sacrificed for the sake of community. It is our duty towards Baba Sahib to protect what he fought for and stood for. It requires all of us to be vigilant because the coming days are going to be more difficult. On this day, we should all take a pledge that we will take his work forward to build a stronger nation that empowers even the most depressed sections of the society. Jai Bhim, Jai Hind.
ಹೊಸ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಲ್ ಬಟನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ.